Historical Archive Disclaimer. The following audio-visual material is presented strictly for educational, documentary, and historical preservation purposes. The Spanish Civil War had just come to an end, leaving Europe with a stark example of internal conflict driven by deep ideological divisions. For many observers at the time, Spain became a symbol of the growing tensions spreading across the continent. In this context, as Europe moved closer to the outbreak of the World War II, Adolf Hitler addressed the Reichstag on January 30th, 1939. In his speech, he pointed to recent conflicts like Spain as evidence of a wider ideological struggle, suggesting that some nations had already drawn conclusions from such events, while others had not. This framing allowed him to reinforce his narrative and present Europe as a continent on the path toward an inevitable confrontation.
Across Europe, nations are awakening. In Spain, a people once ravaged by civil war has freed itself. Men, women, and children who suffered under tyranny now breathe freely again. We rejoice with them. We honor those who fought to restore order and independence to their homeland. Many young Germans stood beside them, fulfilling their duty to help another nation regain its right to live. They fought not for conquest, but for the triumph of order over chaos. We see how quickly former critics now change their tone. Those who once supplied arms to the side of disorder now rush to trade with the new Spain. This change reveals much about the world, about the nature of those who call themselves defenders of virtue. And I tell you, what has happened in Spain is but the beginning. Nation after nation will face the same choice we faced: surrender to chaos or fight to preserve order. We have fought and we have prevailed. We have built a national Germany whose only wish is to live in peace with others, but that will never again submit to humiliation. Will the world become fascist? I do not know. Will it become National Socialist? I do not believe so. But I am certain of this: the world will one day rid itself of the destructive spirit that divides peoples, that sets nations against each other, that thrives on hatred and deceit. When that day comes, there will be reconciliation among nations, not through treaties written on paper, but through mutual respect and understanding. Until then, we rely upon ourselves, we trust in our own strength. When I took power, Germany was torn apart within, weak without. Today we are united and strong. Our economy thrives, our people work, and though we may not be loved abroad, we are respected, and that is what matters. We have brought happiness to millions by reuniting them with their homeland. We have brought peace and stability to Central Europe, protected by Germany's might. No power on earth will break that might. Let the world remember, 2 million Germans did not die in vain in the Great War. Their sacrifice has given birth to this strong and youthful right, and we, who inherited their legacy, will not shrink from sacrifice should it again be required. Let others sign papers and make promises. We no longer place our faith in words, but in the strength and unity of our people. We were once betrayed by the greatest breach of promise in history. We shall not be deceived again. If we remain united, no power on earth shall ever threaten us again. Peace will endure, because we shall preserve it by our will. And then our nation will flourish, working for peace, for culture, for progress, with all the diligence and creativity that are the hallmarks of our people. This is our faith, this is our hope, and this is our belief in Germany's future.
Voices of History does not endorse, glorify, or support the political figures, regimes, or ideologies depicted in this archive. This footage is provided unfiltered to allow viewers to objectively analyze the rhetoric of the past and learn from global history. Viewer discretion is advised.